What is going on, guys? I am Germ here. Preseason 10 of League of Legends is upon us. Season 10 is right around the corner. We know everyone's kind of taking in all the new changes, right? It's thrown at us. The jungle, the dragons, the new items, new champions, all this craziness. There's so much information and changes to be taking in. We're all trying to figure out what the best strategies are, what works, what doesn't. So when Season 10 finally hits, we can all hit the ground running, get that sweet, sweet LP, and climb to the new heights that we want and have never, ever achieved before. But to do that, obviously, we need to know what works. We need to know what's good. And we're here to solve some of that for you, hopefully. The first video we're going to be talking about today is the tried and true method of funneling. If you are interested in getting LP fast, this is honestly one of the best ways in the game to do it. The old Taric Yi combo. A lot of people think it's dead. A lot of people think it doesn't work anymore. Some people were wondering if it would still work with the new jungle changes, and I'm here to tell you it definitely still works. It's definitely still as broken as ever, and this little video is hopefully going to tell you guys how to make it work. So if you're just interested in climbing as fast as you can get some LP with this combo, because these champions are very easy to play and the strategy is very oppressive. It tilts the enemy team off the face of the earth, and it can get you some very, very free wins. It's not necessarily going to get you much better at the game. It's not teaching you a lot of fundamentals or anything, but this thing certainly works. So let's jump right into the replay. We're going to be following this game from the Master Yi's point of view, seeing what he's doing and seeing how he is able to carry this game. This is actually a low plat, high gold game. We were actually able to go on a major win streak. We can throw the game up on the screen, what happened in this one. Talking about the runes and masteries and everything real quick. Taric, you have a couple options. You can either take Guardian or Aftershock. Aftershock is going to keep Taric a little safer when he's in the lane, the solo mid lane by himself. But Guardian's obviously going to be a little bit bigger buff for the Master Yi, since he's obviously the main carry of this. Taric, he's also going to take Heal and Ignite. He wants both the combat summoners, so he is able to duel really well. That's going to allow you to come mid, 2v1 the mid laner, even 2v2 if you get in sticky situations. Taric doesn't need flash. It's not a huge deal if he goes down and dies, because this strategy is all about keeping the Master Yi alive, getting him kills. You have Heal for the Master Yi, you have Ignite to get people low. So that's definitely what you want to take there. Master Yi, just smite, flash, the normal stuff. He's taken Conqueror. Conqueror on Master Yi is really, really nice in this season with the new and updated Conqueror. Stuff's really good. So you're going to want to start out by taking a couple camps from Master Yi. It depends how hard the enemy team is pushing mid. This Annie didn't push too hard, so Master Yi was able to get 3 camps and then come mid lane. He's going to try and pick up as much of the CS as he can. Taric has the Relic Shield to relic it over to him. And you can also go really hard and aggress the enemy mid laner like we were able to do there. Since we are 2v1, since we do have CC on the Taric, we do have the sums on him. The Master Yi can walk up, harass the Annie a little bit, so she has to back off a little bit. But Master Yi wants to collect the mid wave, pick up as much of the CS he can, shove it under their tower, and then get back into the jungle and continue to power farm. The idea behind this strategy is to get as much XP and gold onto the Master Yi as you can. Obviously, the Taric wants to get some XP too, because you need him to hit level 6. That's when he's going to become his most useful. But Master Yi is just going to go back to power farming. You guys can see in the mid lane that it's not being pushed in yet. Master Yi just checking out, see if we can see where the jungle is anywhere. Then he's going to come back mid and just rinse and repeat. You're just going to keep shoving this mid wave in over and over again. If anyone ever comes mid, you might have to fight him off a little bit. But you are really strong in the 2v2 as Taric and Yi, as long as you have a good matchup. Against Annie and Kha'Zix, it's not the best matchup in the world because Kha'Zix is pretty good early game, but we made it work in this one. Some of those more early game champions will give you trouble though. I know a few of the times we actually lost with the strategy, it was against stuff like Olaf and Lee Sin, but you do get a couple of bans, so I would definitely recommend that. Here, this Annie flashes onto us. She decides to go aggressive, but we have the healing from the Master Yi, the healing from the Taric, the shielding from the Taric, the heal on Taric, and the Ignite. So we're able to be a really formidable duo in the 2v2. And then without flash, Annie is really susceptible to that flash engage from Master Yi, and we get an early kill. We get the snowball rolling for the Master Yi. And the thing about this strategy is, when you get ahead early, you're really able to take over the game. And even though there you saw the enemy team, bot lane, they get the double kill. But we're not worried about that because Master Yi got a kill too. Shut down the Annie, put her a little bit farther behind, and now the Master Yi is ready to take over. He's going to come back mid, pick up some more CS. You can see here, they're even in levels right now, but pretty soon the Master Yi will start out leveling the Kha'Zix. He's going to have a ton more gold than him, and he'll be able to start carrying. So there we go. Master Yi just hit 6. Kha'Zix is still level 5. He's out to the early lead. And now we're going to make our first play. Ideally, on your first roam, Taric would be level 6, so they could make a play together. That didn't happen here. We go for the roam bottom. We don't get anything out of it, but we're just making sure we have map pressure, asserting our dominance everywhere, taking lane priority and everything over. We're able to get the Scuttle Crab, and then we keep going. We got to collect another wave, making sure none of these waves are dying to the towers. You see that we are collecting the mid wave every time before it gets to the tower, so Yi is maximizing his XP, maximizing his gold. Ideally, Taric would hit 6 really soon so we can start making some more plays, but that has not happened just yet. Master Yi's going to take the red buff here, and then we're going to head on down and hopefully get some kills here. We decide to go in, and Master Yi is really, really strong. He's getting buffed up. He is able to pretty much 3v1 right here on top of all those people. We'll kill the Kazakhs. That was no problem. But they have the Annie roaming down. Look like we're going to be in some trouble here. But actually, Master Yi is still able to go aggressive again. Taric hits level 6. He's able to hold off the Annie for a little while Master Yi cleans up the fight. And then we are actually able to finish it off. And Master Yi gets a triple kill. And at this point, the funnel is pretty much complete. Master Yi has gotten through his weak early game. He is to his very strong mid and late game. And he should be able to carry this game. We head over to the dragon, we get that dragon instantly, and now we're really taking over the map. We've already won the 2v2 in mid lane. We won a big fight bot lane. We got a dragon. This funneling strategy of us, roaming together. As a Taric, you always want to be making plays together. You really empower the Master Yi to take away his weak early game and make him into an early to mid game playmaker rather than just that late game hyper carry. Now, a little bit later in this game, we decided to take our lead up to the top lane. Now that we took over bot lane, we took over mid lane, we decided to come help our top laner here. We come to shut down the Garen. Honestly, the Kazakh shows up, but it doesn't really matter. We use the Taric ult, and we're able to stay full health and just tower dive both of them. It makes it really easy once the Master Yi is fed. But now we've actually been able to influence mid lane, bot lane, and top lane, and our Master Yi is so fed, we're able to help everyone out, and you can see just how impressive this strategy can be super, super fast. Because it's 15 minutes, and we're able to already kill pretty much the entire enemy team, and as Master Yi, you scale so hard, it's only going to get worse from here for the enemy team. Now, a little bit later into the game, we're up kills, but we're actually down around 1,000 to 2,000 gold. But you're able to see how strong we're still able to win fights now that our Master Yi is buffed up. We're down a little bit of gold here because our top lane and bot lane are actually not doing very well. You can see Jax got caught out to start this fight. So this fight is going to be a 4v4, or they're going to have 5 people alive. We're going to have 4 people alive. But with the Master Yi and Taric together, those fights are always easy. We start out by getting onto the Annie early. We get that Taric ult down. That's another key to the strategy, that Taric always wants to make sure he's ulting early. You don't want to ult so early that you're wasting the ult, but if Taric gets that ult down early, Master Yi can stay at full health, stay shredding through the people, and then he can actually stack his Conqueror while in the Taric ult, obviously. So then by the time he comes out of the Taric ult and is more susceptible to taking damage, he has that fully stacked Conqueror, and he's healing and doing a ton of damage, and he's able to stay topped off for these entire fights. So there, even though our Jax got caught out and our team was down gold, we're able to win a fight really easily and take a dragon and then continue to snowball our lead. And now we actually got our team to even in gold in the mid game here, even though we were behind. And then from that team fight lead, we're able to snowball this into a Baron as well. And then once we win those fights, get the Baron, get all these dragons, all these objectives, we're able to then eventually close out this one before too long. And you can see how strong this thing has been in getting all the objectives. From the early game on, we've been all over it, ganking all of the other lanes, taking all the objectives, making sure we keep the pressure up because we are so strong as a duo tandem with this funneling strategy. You can actually take a look here at the scoreboard, and 25 minutes into the game, Master Yi is up around 80 CS. He's 11-3. He is 2 levels up on the Kazakhs, and they just didn't have a chance. He was going to be fed. He was going to be ahead all game. And it was just really easy for him to do this because he's been able to get so many camps, so much gold, so much XP that it was just an easy carry. Now we jump ahead to the final team fight of the game where we're going to hopefully be able to close it out. It starts by Lux hitting a nice ult. Taric then drops his ult. He's able to go in. Unfortunately, the ult actually didn't get onto the Master Yi, so he did go down. But at this point, we have helped our team out so much with all the objectives, all the ganks and everything, that it doesn't matter even if the Yi goes down because Taric is still able to shield and heal so much, and we've actually enabled our team to become much stronger than they would have been if we weren't roaming around, taking all the objectives, doing everything that we could to help them out. And then, just in a few moments, we will actually be able to close this game out here off that team fight victory. So even though the Master Yi did die there, it ends up not mattering too much, and we get a nice surrender from the other team. Like I said, you often get a lot of surrenders because this is a very frustrating thing to play against. There's nothing easy about it. And here you can see at the very end of the game, Master Yi ended up around 80 CS. He ended up, I think, 2 levels up on the Kazakhs, and he went 12-4, even though we had a 2-6 top laner, a 4-5 AD carry, who only ended up going 4 and 5 at the very end of the game by picking up a couple kills. The support did okay, but overall this wasn't a great team, and we were able to get a 27-minute victory. You know, it wasn't even something that like we had to drag out carrying our not very good team. We were able to carry them very, very easily. This funneling strat is very strong. It's not very hard to execute. You just have to make sure that the Taric stays safe in the mid lane. Master Yi is able to pick up all the camps, make sure you're not losing farm to the mid lane tower, because obviously you don't just want to be losing gold and XP and stuff to that tower. And then once Taric hits 6, start roaming around, start making plays, and you can carry games very, very easily. And if you want to climb in Season 10, the Taric Yi funneling strat is definitely one I recommend. Grab yourself a duo. You can do it on Reddit, Discord, if you got a friend, if you got pretty much anyone. It's great for smurfing. It's great for playing on your main account. It's really just a great strategy that I would recommend to anyone. But that's pretty much it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to stick around for all kinds of League of Legends content, these types of strategies, guys, all that good stuff coming to you in the very near future. Also, if you wouldn't mind checking out my stream over at twitch.tv.com/I_am_germ. I will have that linked below. I stream pretty much daily League of Legends over there. We would love to have you. Thanks a lot, guys. Peace.